Hey everybody, welcome back. It is the week of January 26th. This week on Monday after school, we've got our Norski Time PLC time for the end of the day. On Tuesday morning, Bill, Dana, and I will be at our leadership meeting over at the district office. The agenda is supposed to be pretty short this week, so hopefully it won't take very long. And on Wednesday morning, this won't impact many people here right away, but we've got a planning meeting set up for the Badger test, which is the new WKCE. It was called Smarter Balanced Assessment last year, but the Badger assessment planning meeting will take place on Wednesday, so I'll let everybody know what's rolling out with that. Also this week, PTO met last week, and they've gone through our list of requests for wish list money, and they're able to accommodate quite a few of those. There's a few that they still have some questions about, but I'll be coming around this week and talking to those of you that requested money. So stay tuned for that. So that's a lot of good news. All right, a real quick EE update for you. If you are not getting evaluated this year, remember, this is the time of year for the mid-year review. So what you should be doing if you are not being evaluated is working with your PLC to review any data that pertains to your SLO and making any adjustments up or down with that justified through that data. If you have any questions about that, certainly talk to Bill, Dana, or myself. Certainly also talk with Greg Vandehay as well. David O'Keefe and Greg Goras can also probably answer some questions for you with that. So again, please, if you're not getting evaluated, you should be working on that. If you are getting evaluated, Bill, Dana, and I will be setting up mid-year review meetings with you. Those will come up pretty soon. We're still working through some of the evaluations, the classroom evaluations. But that is the mid-year review. There is some documentation that's involved in that, but we'll share all of that information with you as well. Let us know if you have any questions. All right, last week we had a professional development opportunity with the Fundamental 5 with Sean Kane. I realized just from the feedback and conversations that I've had with many of you that the delivery of that, some of the information on that seemed a little off because it wasn't really focused directly on the Fundamental 5. There's some really good information in there. Hopefully many of you were able to pull some of that out. But the Fundamental 5 really is key, and that is something that we're going to continue to talk about. Framing the lesson, working in the power zone, frequent small group, purposeful talk, recognizing and reinforcement of students, as well as writing critically in the classroom. Very important things, and really what it does is it takes 22 indicators in Charlotte Danielson's domains and squeezes that into 5 key components, which really does make things easier for all of us. So we're going to keep talking about that throughout the year. I'll give you more information about what that means. We're going to really just kind of differentiate things for the rest of the year for those that really want to learn more now. But we'll kind of officially really be pushing that out next year in 2015-16. So I'll send some of that information out via email, but we are getting books for everybody. All right, as we hit the second semester, I am doing a lot of thinking about next year and starting to get the ball rolling with some planning for that. So a couple things to keep in mind as we go through this year. Barb Buffington and I, working with the special ed team on our delivery model and how we structure and schedule and do all those things. Special ed is aware of just those conversations, especially the 7-8 side, because we've had some direct conversations with them in some recent PLC meetings. But we're also looking at staffing. My big three are that 10th section back in next year's 6th grade, if we're able to get that. Also looking at that school within a school model at the 7th and 8th grade level, and any kind of specialist, interventionist kind of positions. Those are the things that are probably most important to us right now. Never guaranteed that we're going to pull all of that off, but those are the things that are on the table in my conversations with the district office. So I'll keep you posted on that. So the other things that we are looking at is testing here for the spring. That'll be, fortunately and unfortunately, a challenge for us as we move forward. We've got NAEP testing, which we are selected to do. We've got about 90 8th graders that are doing that in the end of February. We've got the Badger State testing coming up later on in the spring, and then of course we have STAR testing again in the spring. all the planning for that is being done right now. All right, and last but not least, just a few announcements for you. First of all, just a reminder, if you have a behavior issue that is not at the major level, please do put that in the minor survey. It's on your desktop, on your computers. We do look at that, and that helps us look at trends with kids, and it helps us when there's incident reviews and so on and so forth. So please put those in there. If you do send a kid out of your classroom, do make sure you call either the BIC room, if that's where the student's going, or the office to let us know that we've got a visitor coming to us. So please make sure that you do that. I know everybody's busy, but it's really important that we know that we're getting guests. Also, I've got a couple dates coming up out there in February that I won't be around for a couple of days. Bill and Dana and I will be gone for a couple of days after that. Because I'm on the board for AWSA, the School Administrators, Wisconsin School Administrators Group, I have to be at that conference. That is Thursday and Friday, February 12th and 13th. So I will be out of the building on those days. I'm actually presenting with Michelle Schwarz at that one. And then the next week, Bill, Dana, and I are attending the NASSP conference. So we'll be out of the building Wednesday through Friday. Ann Higgins, Greg Goras, and David O'Keefe will be in the office. So we'll be fully staffed during that. We do that rotation every year where elementary, middle, high school go to a conference. This year it's our turn. So that's where we'll be. And then I think that's really about it for announcements. That's it for the news. I'll talk to you in the hallways.